We're moving on to a breaking development that we're getting to know, where former Amnesty India head Aakar Patel's Twitter account has been withheld. Now, this is coming at a time where it has been withheld in India's response to a legal demand, and his profile is showing account withheld in India and legal in response to a legal demand. That is what his profile page currently is showing as of now, where a few days back an FIR 2 has been registered against Aakar Patel by the Bengaluru police over a very controversial tweet that could instigate people and provoke violence. Now we are getting to know the Twitter account of the former head of Amnesty International India. Aakar Patel has now been withheld in India in response to a legal demand. Now, what Twitter policy also says that if they receive a valid and a properly scooped request from an authorized entity, it may be necessary to withhold certain access to content in a particular country from time to time. So that is the screen, the profile, the bio of Aakar Patel on your screens. And you can see what's been mentioned there is account withheld. Aakar Patel's account that has been withheld in India is in response to a legal demand that has now been showcasing on his profile on Twitter. Abhishek Kapoor, our executive editor, is with us. Abhishek, please explain to us what has happened. Aakar Patel's Twitter account being withheld.
Well, Amita, on the face of it seems that Aakar Patel was trying to join, he's an activist and he was trying to join the Black Lives Matter protests, and in doing so he has tweeted or retweeted a picture of Black Lives Matter protests in the United States by the Twitter handle Colorado Times Recorder, and he says that we need protests like these from Dalits and Muslims and Adivasis and the poor and women worldwide. World will notice. So essentially, he is suggesting rebellion and anarchy in India, and he's actually saying that protest is a craft, which means that anarchy can be orchestrated. So that is why Twitter found it, I think legally it was taken up, because Twitter suggests that the blocking of Aakar Patel's Twitter handle is being done in response to a legal process or a legal demand, and Twitter has asked him whether he has violated Indian laws. Until then, it should be blocked. But the problem is that the Twitter handle remains active outside of India, which means that his call for anarchy and rebellion in the country can be seen by around the world. So I believe Aakar Patel is known to be, trying to incite trouble for this particular government, because as head of the Amnesty International also, he is seen as someone who thrives on bringing out the differences in the society, harping on them, and trying to create a wedge, as can be seen from this tweet, where he's asking minority communities and Dalits and the poor to really come out and rebel and create anarchy on the streets. We have seen what price America is paying for one mistake made by one officer in Minneapolis, and the whole country is burning. Aakar Patel is actually inviting protesters and actually suggesting that this can be engineered in India as well. It is seditious, and I believe a legal complaint was made, and in response to which his Twitter handle has been blocked. The only thing is, as I said, it is blocked only in India. Outside of India, it can still be seen, and which essentially means that a certain section of people around the world would perhaps buy into this. That's troubling, to say the least. Not just troubling, it is incendiary. And apart from Twitter taking action, I believe there might be some action that might happen at the Government of India level, or at the level of the state government where Aakar Patel resides, in terms of checking why he wanted to incite rebellion, trouble, anarchy, and protests, which could be potentially violent, as we have seen in the case of the United States and in some other places. Comparing the Black Lives Matter movement with the issue of Dalits or with the issue of Muslims is by itself dishonest And Aakar Patel, being true to his activist self, is using the opportunity of Black Lives Matter to bring in anarchy in the country.
Because, Abhishek, we are looking at a pattern to it, isn't it? There has been a certain lobby. However, the protests that have been taking place in the United States are trying to incite the similar kind of ones here in the country as well. But this is how Aakar Patel, we are getting to know the former Amnesty India chief, his account for now has been withheld by Twitter, which has cited its reason that his account has been withheld in India in response to a legal demand. Thanks very much, Abhishek.